Hi everyone, Sandy here. Welcome to my channel. Good morning everyone. How are you? Hope all is well with you and your family. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. Oh, it's sticking out. Just on my walk, try and get a bit of exercise. I'm still pining to get back to the Gambia, but I need to get on with doing what I need to do here in the UK, make money, save money, and sort myself out before I disappear. Learning Mandinka as well. Yeah, it's been a chore, but you know what, it's just got to be done, hasn't it? It's got to be done. Yeah, so let me show you a little bit of Mandinka that I learned so far. So, apart from greeting, peace be unto you, obviously, because the Gambia is predominantly a Muslim country, it's always nice to greet people with Salam Alaikum, and you could say, at the moment it's the morning, so the good morning is Isama. So I'll be saying, if I were greeting someone, it would be like, Isama, Ibinyadi, Sumole, Kotanante. Right? This basically means, good morning, how are you? How's the family? I hope everyone is good, fine, you know, that sort of thing. So, I know a few more other words as well, a few more sentences, so I'm getting there, right? So for my Gambian friends, please comment. Did I say that right? Did I pronounce it right? How am I doing? Yeah, so just on my walk really. I've got a bit of a niggly knee, so I can't really do much. I don't know, I think it's age. Don't know if I'm getting arthritis or what, but my knee has been giving me a bit of trouble. So I'm just trying to exercise it. So as you already know, I only just go out and do my walks. So I like to do my walks. Oh. Yeah, I like to do my walks. Just smiling like a little girl in a pretty little dress on a Sunday. Yeah, so I'm just walking down this hill, and then I'll be going round the block, and then I'll be coming back up the hill. Going up is quite a chore actually, but it's good exercise for me, and that's why I'm out here in the first place, to do the exercise. So you know, just to make sure I do something. Did you miss me? Comment down below. Did you miss me? Did you miss me not having any videos out there? You know, sometimes it's a bit hard to get videos out there all the time. And there was a moment where I actually was ill. Yeah, I was ill. Had the flu, or as they say, the COVID. Right. And how I knew that is because the government had quite a bit of, Birmingham City Council had quite a bit of free lateral flow tests, box kits that they were pushing through people's letterbox. So I took one of those kits when I was feeling really bad, and it came out positive. So I had to stay 10 days in quarantine. So I was ill, I would say probably about 3 weeks ago, right. The illness really was flu-like symptoms, as they say it is like that. And it was the first 2 days where it was really bad. The first 2 days was really bad. I had a lot of body aches, and like they say with flu, you have aches and pains, with your flu and stuff. But I've had flus many, many times, but I've never experienced one where I have body aches, right? So, I was fine the daytime. I actually went to work that day. I was fine. But in the night, the aches and pains in the body kept me awake. Really, really bad. It was really bad. And that ended up for 2 nights only. By the 3rd night, I was fine. No aches and pains, but then I started having a bit of a cough, so I didn't even have the cough at the beginning. A bit of the cough and a bit of sinus problems, like obviously blocked up nose, that kind of thing. So, like I say, flu-like symptoms. I have to say, I was fortunate enough to not experience any respiratory problems. There's nothing wrong with my breathing. I was fine with that. So give thanks and praise. I say give thanks and praise. So yeah, that's why I was off for a little while, and just trying to get myself back into doing my normal things. So starting back with my walks. I have actually lost the weight as well, I'm happy to say. I've gone back into my 9 stones bracket. I'm about 9 stone 8 pounds or so. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. So it might only be a little bit of the walking, but it's working. I think if you're determined and you work with it to do a little bit each day, and that's all the body needs, a half an hour every day. If you can't commit half an hour, then 3 sets of 10 minutes will do. Yeah, we all got 10 minutes. We can do 10 minutes, right? No matter how busy you are, because some people say, oh, I'm too busy, I've got no time to do exercise and stuff. But if you go shopping, then use that 10 minutes. Use 10 minutes. You're doing 10 minutes. You're walking around the supermarket, aren't you? 10 minutes. Yeah? Or 10 minutes of housework, right? And I'm talking like vigorous housework. Instead of using the vacuum, right? Why not pick up the broom and do a bit of sweeping? If you don't want to sweep inside, do some sweeping outside. The pavements always need sweeping, 10 minutes of that, and cleaning up where you have to clean up, yeah? And I'm sure that you'll find a way of doing some exercise in that respect, right? So what's been happening in the UK? They've lifted the PCR tests, right? Sorry about the wind, let's try and cover it up a bit. They've lifted up the PCR tests, so that's made it a lot more easier for those people if they want to travel. So, but instead of the PCR test, they have to do the lateral flow test, which is a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper, the lateral flow test. However, that is only for those who are vaccinated. So if you're vaccinated, double vaccinated, you are out of the expense of the PCR test and you can go travelling. And on your return, you don't need to do the 10 days quarantine and stuff. However, those of you who are not vaccinated, me included, it stands the same. So all the time when I travel, it's still doing the PCR tests prior to going onto the plane from the country where you reside, and also coming back, PCR tests again, and then coming back home to the UK, it's a PCR test from the country that you're flying from, and also the 10 days quarantine as well. I'm not sure about having the, I think it is also the day 2 and day 8 test as well, so again that's the other expense. So no change there. I don't expect them to change anything for people who are not vaccinated. I think that expense would always incur, maybe until people get fed up and give in and take the jab. That could be that could be one of the reasons why they ain't lifting anything there. But so be it, I guess, for those of us who are not vaccinated. Yeah, what else is happening here in the UK? They say there've been a fuels. Put my teeth in. The fuel shortage. It's hard to say that. The fuel shortage has been happening. And yeah, in my local area, I have passed petrol stations that have totally run out of petrol. It's been, neither here nor there really, I think people are still managing to get the petrol, but there may be queues. So yeah, that's a shortage there. And they've recruited the army to deliver the petrol to stations because apparently there's not enough drivers, right? And that leads me on to the next thing, food shortages. They've got that as well. And again, the excuse that they're saying is because of the lack of HGV drivers delivering the food products to the warehouses, and from the warehouse to the supermarkets, etc., etc. A lot of that has been stemmed from the Brexit as well, because a lot of the foreign drivers, they're making it difficult for them when it comes to the visa, and also some of them have just decided to go back home, whatever the case may be. So yeah, those of you who eat meat, pig farmers are suffering because they haven't got, again, the foreigners. There's a lot of foreign people that used to do the, the slaughtering, right? And they haven't got enough people to do the slaughtering. So what's happening now is that the pig farmers, they've got pigs that's supposed to be going to slaughter, can't go because there's no one to do the job, and therefore they are having to slaughter the pigs for no reason. So they're being slaughtered and then just, I don't know what they're doing with the dead pigs, But anyway, there's problems there with the pig farmers as well. So problems all around in the UK. Things not good. It's not good. But like I say, a lot of it's been brought on themselves because those of you UK people who are watching this now, who voted for us to come out of the EU, this is your vote. This is your vote, yeah? And this is the consequence of your vote. It's a big mess, and it's going to be a big mess for a good while, right? And a lot of the time they're using the COVID as a cover-up, as an excuse to change the media, news and all the rest of it. But a lot of it really is stemmed from the Brexit in the first place. But, oh well, that's such as is life, But Me, your girl here, still making her plans to repatriate and get out of here. Come out to the West and do what I can on the motherland, in the chosen country that I've chosen, which is the Gambia. I've had enough here now, had enough. Too much politics and rubbish going on, so, you know, I want to go and use my skills and help to support a country that I'm very passionate about and help my own people. Yeah, so that's the plan. But anyway, I'm getting a bit hot now actually. It's cold, but when you get the spots of sunshine, it's quite warm. Yeah, and it's not my knee now, but that side of my hip. I hope I'm not getting hip problems, because I've got family members who've had hip operations already, and they're only a year or a couple of years older than me. And I can really feel it in my right side hip. And that's been for a while. And also my right shoulder. I always carry my handbag on this side as well. But I'm finding that any sudden movements into the joint of the shoulder, it hurts. It hurts, you know, so. And you can't even make an appointment to go to doctors to have things checked and have it x-rays or whatnot. You can't do that because everywhere, every single industry or whatnot, they have shortage of staff, you know. And as we know, the NHS, they're suffering too, because again, a lot of the workers, we're foreign. They also made it compulsory for vaccinations for the workers, right? They made it compulsory for them. NHS workers, care workers need to have the vaccination. And of course, some of them, if they refuse, then that means they have no job. So I don't know whether or not they got shortage because some people are refusing and they end up not having no job or whatnot. I don't know. But and of course, again, it's all that thing with the visa and foreign workers. You know, if they're coming from abroad and they're having difficulty getting a visa extended, then, you know, again, another Brexit issue, right? So, yeah, so having said that, I don't know about you guys, but it's always been difficult anyway, getting an appointment at my doctor's. It's always been difficult. It's never been easy, you know. I so prefer the old-fashioned system where you just go to the doctors and it's a first come, first serve basis. Do you know what I mean? You go in, you know, you can see how many people sitting down there. You just take your turn, you know, but now they're making it so bloody difficult. You know, no wonder people are dying. People are dying because they can't be bothered to go doctors or whatnot, or they want to go, or the phone up and they want to go doctors, but the doctors ain't coming out visiting. The doctors are not doing anything. They haven't got the manpower, you know. And the same with hospital appointments. I had an hospital appointment to go 2 years ago, literally just before, it was before the COVID breakout in 2019. I had an appointment for bowel screening, right? Because I'm at that particular age and the NHS sends letters for people to have their screening and stuff, where like you have your mammogram for your breast screening, right? But this is for the bowel screening. And they what do you call it now? They cancelled the appointment. They cancelled the appointment for whatever reason, right, and gave me another day. And then, by the time it came to another day, it was the lockdown thing above. So then that didn't happen. And like I say, it's years later, and I still haven't had that appointment. And also, the fact that they haven't bothered to write or anything to give me another appointment, right? But they just haven't got the capacity of staff to deal with anything other than if you turn around and say you got COVID, or something like that, straight away then find a hospital bed for you, and you start getting your care, you know. But anything else, if you've got any other illness, everything's left back burner, right? You're gonna have to just wait. Do you know what I mean? And there's been issues as well with that, with the NHS, that people are actually going abroad, raising money to go abroad for operations, much needed operations and different things, because they can't wait any longer. You know, it's a sad situation, really sad. It's sad, and it's a very urgent situation too. It's bad, really bad, you know, but what can you do? Can't do anything about it, you know. Yeah. Oh dear. So what are you doing today, guys? Comment down below. What are you doing today, right? Anything interesting? Anything, or what's things like in your neck of the woods, in your country? What's the restrictions like for traveling? What are they doing that making it mandatory? What's mandatory in your country, right? Comment down below. I'd like to know, actually. I'd like to know. Any of my Gambian friends over there? And what's the things like? What's it like over there now? What the government doing about this COVID, right? Is anything mandatory? Are they pushing it? Are they pushing the vaccine? Let me know, comment down below, because obviously that's somewhere where I'm going to be living eventually, and I need to keep up with it, and I don't obviously get the news here. So yeah, if there's any news that you want to give me regarding the Gambia, please let me know. But I'd love to see the comments for anyone else who's watching this. I'd love to see the comments on the protocol, what's happening in your country. Are you having any food shortages, fuel shortages, any mandatory acts that the government's saying people have to do, like having a vaccine passports, etc., etc. Comment down below. Let's have a look at what you're saying. Let's see what's going on in the world. Okay? Anyway, from that, I'm just walking up this hill now. Have a look. Right. Walking up the hill. And yeah, you know what? It's actually paining my back, but I think it's the lower part of my back, so it's kind of connected with my hip anyway, but it's around that area. But I'm feeling it now, but you know what? There's no other way to get home apart from walking, so I have to keep going, and then I'll just rest when I get in. Right, but yeah, guys, please get your exercise in every day, right? You know, and look after yourself, because if you don't look after number one, nothing can be done. Your business will be affected, right? Everybody that depends on you, even yourself, your goals and dreams and aspirations, your legacy, everything relies on you, your health. Your health is definitely your wealth. Your health is definitely your wealth. So look after that, guys. And on that note, excuse me, I'll bid you goodbye. Have a good day. As always, you know what I'm going to say. It's always love, 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 love. Peace and blessings. Ashe, ashe.